Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get back into Maîtresse and I. Today we're gonna talk about episode 45. That stuff was juicy. There was a lot of drama, but let's just get right into it. So yes. So let's just go into the first scene where you see Bidam, his uncle, and Cher having like lunch and meeting over the fact that Bidam has not been going to work lately. And apparently Cher got a bit mad because he feels like Bidam did not tell his uncle the truth, but you and I know that Bidam and his uncle are actually working on a conspiracy. So I really don't know how this is gonna pan out, because I really think that Bidam is now being used, because everybody knows that that guy is an imbecile, duff. He's crazy and he has no use in life. Like we saw him steal Lala's jewelry, we saw him steal some paperwork, and we also saw him meet with Cher's assistant, and they were talking about her getting some papers out of his office and everything. So I really don't know where this is going, but I really feel like Jelica's dad is actually using Bidam to get whatever he wants, because apparently Bidam and Cher have been paying him, because apparently Bidam and Cher's dad had a debt with him. But yeah, well, we don't know anything about that, but I think that he's just being this big fraud. And yeah, I really want to know also what his relations are to Rocky's mom. And oh my god, I'm sure that with the season finale, ça va éclater. Okay, so then you have the scene where Marié meets Marié, also known as Cher and Bidam's mom. And she basically told the mom like, yeah, and nobody's gonna organize something in this house without my knowledge or permission. And I was like, girl, that is so rude, because first of all, I would understand if this was Lala and Madame had organized something without Lala knowing, and she would react this way, because first of all, Lala is the person that lived in the house first. So I think that Madame needs to take like 10 steps back and just relax, because first of all, it's not her house. Second of all, she did not build something already in the house. So I would say that she needs to, you know, not necessarily comply to the rules, but just be more, you know, understanding of Lala's position, and also respect that position, because now it just seems like she's out there, you know, to fight every little thing. Because even with her daughter Noura, she was like, yeah, and I'm gonna tell your dad and this and that. And I was like, you know, that all of that is not necessary. So she needs to stop. So the next scene I want to talk about is the scene where you see Maki and Jelica, and they were actually talking about, you know, her making an impression on his mom and everything. And I believe that Maki asked Jelica, you know, are you scared? And Jelica was like, you know what, the word scared is not in my vocabulary anymore. And you know, he was like, huh, I don't understand. And I was like, boy, she means she does not give an F anymore. And you know, so she was actually telling him like, you know, whatever I've already experienced, I don't want to go back to that. And she was literally meaning the fact that she had to invest her time, her money in convincing people to actually like her, and also thinking that they would actually eventually like her, but then they didn't. She would not do that again. And I think that she basically just wanted to say that, you know, if your mom or Rocky does not like me, I don't care. There's nothing I can do about it, and but maybe they should break up. That's what I understand of it. And yeah, I'm not sure how it's really gonna pan out, but I do hope that if Rocky continues this way, or if his mom would, you know, take her side. I really hope that he's gonna man up, because I think that a lot of men do not have, you know, the guts to confront their moms or their friends, you know. And I think that's really necessary, because we all know that Jelica is not gonna do that again. Mommy meeting her therapist, but like in a date-ish thing. And I know I didn't talk about this in the last episode, and I'm sorry, but I didn't think it was that important in the last episode. But in this episode, it's like, oh my god, I want to know more. But also have a few things to say, because okay, so first of all, I think that Mommy is like really seducing him, because the way she was drinking from that straw, I was like, okay girl, like you guys are in the street, you guys are not in a private setting or anything. But I think it's also fun, because I think that she has a lot of insecurities because she's a bigger girl. But what I don't understand is, does her therapist know that she has a crush on him? Because I don't see mutual interest. I do see that he is always going with her, and they've been on 3 dates so far. Like, what? So I really hope that he's not gonna break her heart, because I don't think she can survive it. And what else? Oh yeah, because he asked her, did you tell your friend about the fact that you were a couple with her dad? And she was like, no, because I love Jelica so much, and she's a great friend. And what did she say again? And I don't want to lose her, and if I tell her this, she's gonna be hurt even more, and I don't think she needs this in her life or something. And I was like, you know what, it doesn't matter, because I'm sure that it's gonna come out anyways. So I think that she should tell her. So when we talk about pettiness, let's talk about that scene where you saw Philly being confronted by Marem and her bestie or cousin, Amsa. And oh, that was so petty and so nasty, because they were just, you know, exchanging insults and everything. And at one point, Amsa was like, talking about Lala's mental state, and I thought that was a low blow. But I'm glad that Philly actually responded with, you know, being crazy is not a disease, because apparently every household has a crazy person. And if you saw Madam's face, because I'm sure you guys remember that Madam's mom is actually also not in a good mental state. And she actually met Lala and talked to Lala when Lala was hospitalized. And I think that Madam should not forget that her mom actually has a mental illness and everything. But yeah, I know that in the coming episodes there will be so many petty things to come, but I'm not so excited for it, because it does not, you know, speed things along. It's more like a drag, and you're like in this constant, you know, pause of being petty, like insulting one, insulting, and it's like back and forth and everything. Like, I'm not here for it. But you know, first of all, I think that the next scene was like long overdue, because Bidam was like shouting at Jor and be like, yeah, when are you going? Why didn't you pack your bags and everything? And she was like, no, Bidam, I want you to divorce me, and you should just divorce me and everything. And he was like, no, I cannot divorce you, because if I divorce you, people will say that I cannot, you know, hold a wife or keep a wife. And I was like, you know what, so you just not gonna divorce this girl because you need to save your reputation or what is left of it? And I thought, I really turned my eyes. I was like, oh my god, not again this. I think that they actually really deserve each other, because Bidam is also not a smart guy, because afterwards he actually said that you know, when I first got with you, it was actually to hurt Jelica, but I've seen how you are supporting me and how you always show up for me and everything, and that made me, you know, open my heart and put you in it or something. And I was like, you know what, this is some petty ass shit. So the next thing, it was really heartbroken, especially after last week's cliffhanger. So Noura actually talked with her dad, and she was like, yeah, do you actually love us? And her dad was like, yeah, of course I love you guys. And she was like, yeah, because since you brought my aunt in the house, you haven't spoken to mom, you haven't played with her, you haven't been, you know, like intimate with her. She didn't say intimate, but she was like, yeah, you didn't go into her room and play with her, you know, like, because they used to have like these jokes and everything. And then she ran away, and then he went to talk with Madam, and then they talked about it, because she was like, yeah, and what can Noura actually say that scares you, you know? And Madam's solution is to get Noura a little brother or a little sister. Mustafa actually asked Rocky to marry him, and I thought it was really sweet, even though this must have been like the third or the fourth time that he has actually suggested, you know, that they get married. But one of the times I remember that Rocky's mom was actually telling him like, yeah, and you have nothing, you cannot marry my daughter and everything. And he was like, yeah, but that's not that matters, and you know, we love each other and everything. And she did not want to hear anything about that. But I actually think that the fact that they are actually living together now might cause some problems for Rocky's mom, because I think she's this very, you know, stubborn, popular woman that is really into traditions and everything. And she was already, you know, ready to give Rocky to Jelica's dad, who's actually already married, and we still don't know what their link is and everything. But I can't wait for the next episode. So let's just talk about that last scene. And Bidam and Cher's mom, Mère Jang, was actually really mad at Madam, and I understand it, but she said some nasty things, y'all. Oh my god. She was like, I've never liked Madam, I don't like Madam, and I will never like Madam. I want her gone, I want you to divorce her and everything. And okay, so the reason why she was mad was because of what Madam has done. Because you guys remember Lala's party, she crashed it, and apparently Philly told Mère Jang about it, and she was really mad. And that's the reason why she came to the house and confront them about this. She did not do it at the nice way, because I'm really conflicted, because Mère Jang is now being shown as this evil mother-in-law, even though she was really mean to Jelica, and Jelica was really nice, and I would say a perfect daughter-in-law. But you know, Madam, you know, she should not have done that, and I think that she deserved this one, you know. And so at one point, Cher is actually sending Madam off to the other room, and she starts packing like a crazy girl. And then Cher comes in, and he's, you know, really he's confused, because he's like, why are you packing, where are you going? She's like, yeah, and I'm going home and this and that. And he was like, you know what, I really love you, and I want the others to learn how to love you like I love you and everything. And then they go back to his mom, and she's actually well, Madam is actually crying and be like, oh, Balma, oh. And I'm like, whoa, she's really something else. And then, and I mean, she's probably really sorry, but she's more sorry of how Mère Jang is thinking about her, and is actually, you know, telling her son to actually kick this girl out and divorce her ass, and not particularly sorry about what she has done to Lala. That's what I think. But so the episodes, you know, it ends with Merjang actually whispering something crazy in Marem's ear, and what she said was, whenever you're gonna be intimate with my son, it's gonna be like you're intimate with me. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Thank you guys for watching. I would say that episode 45 was really something crazy. But yeah, so let me know whatever you think of episode 45 of Maîtresse and I. How did the cliffhanger make you feel now that I've, you know, translated it for you or anything? And yeah, what do you think about the conspiracy of Bidam and his uncle? Do you think that Maki's mom will like Jelica? Do you think that mommy is gonna tell Jelica about her relationship with her dad? Oh my god, I really need some answers to these questions. Also, do you think that Mustafa is gonna marry Rocky in the end, eventually? Maybe? Oh my god, let me know below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys after the next episode.